All right, let's talk about something we all do every single day. Eat. But have you ever really stopped to think about what happens after you take that bite? It's not magic, it's an incredible, fascinating journey. And today, we're going to follow that journey step by step deep inside the human body.
I mean, think about it. You grab a sandwich, and a little while later, you're fueled up, totally ready to go. How in the world does that sandwich become energy for your brain, for your muscles? Well, that whole transformation, that's digestion, and we are about to break it all down.
So, what is digestion really? At its heart, it's a brilliant deconstruction project. Your body takes complex food, like a burger or a salad, and it breaks it all down into tiny, simple components that it can actually absorb and use. It's like the world's most efficient recycling plant, but it's running inside you 24/7.
Okay, so every good road trip needs a map, right? Well, here's ours. We're going to follow a single bite of food on a 5-stop tour through this amazing internal factory, starting at the loading dock and ending at the power plant. Let's get started.
And here we go. First stop on our tour, the mouth. Now, you might just think of it as the entrance, but nope. It's actually a super high-tech prep station where some seriously important work starts the second you take that first bite.
So in your mouth, two big things are happening at the exact same time. First, you've got the mechanical breakdown. That's just your teeth chewing, or mastication, if you want to get fancy. But simultaneously, a powerful chemical process kicks off, getting that food ready for the long road ahead.
And just how powerful is that chemical process? Get this. Before you even swallow, a special enzyme in your saliva has already broken down up to 30% of the starch in your food. 30%! The journey has barely even begun.
But hey, the mouth isn't working solo here. It has a crucial support team, the digestive glands. The salivary glands kick things off, but as our food travels, the gastric glands, the liver, and the pancreas are all waiting in the wings, ready to add their own specialized juices to the mix.
Okay, so after all that chewing and mixing, the food gets formed into this neat, small, lubricated package. Its technical name is a bolus. And this little guy, this bolus, is the hero of our story, now perfectly prepared for the next stage of its adventure.
And down the hatch. Once you swallow, our bolus travels down the esophagus. It doesn't just fall, oh no, it's pushed along by these powerful muscle waves called peristalsis. And its destination? The stomach, the acidic transformation chamber where things get really intense.
Okay, the stomach is an absolute powerhouse. This J-shaped muscular bag doesn't just hold food, it violently churns and mixes everything with gastric acid that can be almost as strong as battery acid. This stuff targets proteins and fats, and it also acts as a security guard, zapping most of the harmful bacteria that might have snuck in.
The result of all this work is a complete transformation. Our hero, the solid bolus, has been turned into a thick, acidic, liquefied paste called chyme. It's an entirely new substance, now ready for the main event of digestion. From the stomach, this chyme is slowly released into the longest and most critical part of our tour, the small intestine. This, my friends, is the absorption zone, where the body will finally unlock and claim all those valuable nutrients from our food.
And when I say it's long, I mean it's long. The small intestine in an adult is about 7 meters, or 23 feet long. That's taller than a giraffe. It's absolutely incredible to think that all of that is neatly coiled up right inside of us.
So how is it so good at absorption? Well, the secret is all about maximizing surface area. The inside wall isn't smooth at all. It's covered in millions of these tiny finger-like projections called villi, which are then covered in even tinier microvilli. It creates this vast, shaggy carpet designed to soak up every last drop of nutrition.
And this incredible design is why the small intestine is so ridiculously effective. It absorbs about 80% of the water we consume and a massive 90% or more of our essential nutrients. This isn't just a stop on the tour, it's the primary power plant for our entire body.
All right, with all those nutrients successfully extracted and absorbed into the bloodstream, we've reached the final and most important phase. The entire purpose of this whole journey is about to be realized, turning that food into actual fuel.
This is the payoff. The process is called assimilation. The bloodstream acts like a super-fast delivery service, transporting those absorbed nutrients to every tissue and cell in your body. This is the moment that piece of food literally becomes you, fueling your muscles, building new cells, and powering your brain. But what about what's left over? Well, all the indigestible stuff moves into the large intestine. You can think of this as the final, efficient cleanup step. Its main job is to absorb most of the remaining water, which helps keep us hydrated, and then solidify what's left into waste.
You know, when you stop and think about it, the whole process is truly remarkable. From a simple bite of food to the very cells that make you who you are, every meal you eat embarks on this complex and elegant journey, all to become the energy that powers your life.
And that leaves us with one final thought. We've just mapped out the entire incredible process from your plate to your cells. So the question is, now that you know the amazing journey your food is about to take, what will you choose to power it with?